Welcome to Week 3 preview for Colorado League. First matchup, we have Alexis versus Rick, both 1-1, both looking to get back on track after losing last week. Rick coming off the lowest score of Week 2. Alexis' team is heavy into the 49ers with Purdy and Ayuk, both expected to play this week. She's also going to have to stomach the Tua injury with A-Chain and Hill. So it'll be interesting to see how they do with the backup quarterback. Rick has the other side of the 49ers matchup with having Debo, and he probably has one of the most youthful wide receiver cores out there. And his team is young in general with Richardson, Gibbs, Wilson, Worthy, Williams, and Anderson. I give Rick the edge as a -4 favorite. Next up, we have Cody versus Tyler. Cody's coming in 2-2, and it looks like he drafted probably one of the best rookie tight ends ever with Brock Bowers. He's already almost had 100 yards last week in his second ever game. He's my number one tight end going for the rest of the season. They both have older running backs they're looking to keep producing with Derrick Henry and Alvin Kamara. Kamara smashed last week for Tyler with 4 touchdowns, and he also had, on the second round, have a monster game with 19 targets. I give the edge to Tyler by 2.5 points. Next up, we have Jessica versus Michelle. Jessica's looking for her first win after starting 0-2, and they each have part of the Houston offense, with Jessica having CJ Stroud and Tank Dell looking to get on track. Michelle with Nico Collins, who had a monster game last week and looks to be like the alpha in that wide receiver group. Both their tight ends have been pretty lackluster after having a great year, with Evan Ingram doubtful for the game so far, and Mark Andrews being outshined by his backup in the last couple of weeks. It doesn't look like the game will be decided till Monday, the Jacksonville Bills games, with each having significant parts of that game. I give the edge to Michelle by 5.5 points. Next up, we have Allen versus Savannah, another 1-1 matchup. Both starting backup running backs last week with Zach Charbonnet for Allen and Jordan Mason for Savannah. Allen's looking for Laporta to get back to his rookie form after having not even 10 points with 2 games. Savannah's hoping that the injury to Malik Willis doesn't hinder Jordan Reed after having an explosive week 1 with 30-plus points and very small points last week. They each have part of the red-hot New Orleans offense with Shaheed for Allen and Chris Olave for Savannah. I give the edge to Allen by -8 points. Next up, we have Travis C. versus Spencer, each sitting at 1-1 record-wise. Travis hoping to have his early season injuries not affect his game, with Njoku and Walker out the last 2 weeks. Spencer, even being 1-1, has the most points scored, and they each have part of a couple offenses. They each have part of the Bucs offense, with Travis having Baker and Evans, and Spencer having Chris Godwin. They each have part of the Falcons office, with Travis having London and Spencer having Pitts. And the other offense they're both tied to is the Ravens, with Travis having Isaiah Likely and Spencer having Lamar. Last up, we have Chad's looking to stay defeated and Travis M. looking for his first win. It's going to be a swing in the Rams wide receiver room, with Kupp likely going to be out and Travis picking up Tyler Johnson, who looks to be the next man up for the Rams offense. Running room looks to be even with Robinson versus Saquon. Chad has an edge with the wide receiver core of Rice, Flowers, JSN, and Neighbors. And Travis has a huge edge at quarterback with Mahomes and Burrows versus the rookie Caleb Williams, which is not impressed so far. Even with all that, I'm going to give the edge to Chad -8.